Republic of Yakutia has declared a war on wolves.
Scores of the predators are reported to be closing in on several residential areas in the region.
There's a wolf pack out there that's taken over, and it's nothing like the wolves you've seen before. These guys are tougher, smarter, and way more dangerous.
In the Salish Sea, so a large group of transient orcas and a pair of humpback whales apparently harassing each other.
But its temperature soars so high.
But it's not just wolves. Other animals have their own squads running wild too. Stick around to see how these packs are ruling the wild. Number 1. Wolves. Wolves are nature's most disciplined predators and some of the smartest animals you'll find. But what really makes them so terrifying is their pack. Wolves don't hunt alone, but work as a team, following a strict hierarchy. At the top of them all is the alpha. You might think the alpha is just the strongest. But no, they're the mastermind. They've fought their way to the top, often challenging the previous leader in brutal battles. Once they take control, they establish order and ensure every wolf in the pack knows its place. Beneath the alpha is the beta, the second in command. The beta's job is to keep the pack in line, enforce the alpha's rules, and step up if the alpha dies or gets challenged. And yes, challenges are common. Suppose an ambitious wolf dares to rise up and fails. Then, the consequences are savage. The Omegas are quite shocking.
Kind of like they had a relationship similar to Batman and the Joker. 21 was the epitome of masculine responsibility, dependability.
This poor wolf is at the bottom of the hierarchy. They're often bullied and forced to eat at the last. Yet, the Omega plays a critical role in reducing tension within the group. It's cruel, but effective. Now, let's talk about strategy. When a pack hunts, the alpha arranges the attack, often targeting the weakest or slowest prey. Betas attack the sides, while younger wolves act as runners, moving the prey toward the waiting pack. Wolves are so efficient that they can take down animals much larger than themselves, like elk or even bison.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
Wolves don't just use force. They use psychological warfare. They'll howl at night, not for fun, but to signal their presence and intimidate rivals or prey. Imagine hearing that haunting sound while knowing an entire pack is out there watching and waiting. But when a leader falls, it is a mess. The pack splits. Sometimes a new alpha rises, but other times, the pack disbands entirely. Number 2. African wild dog. African wild dogs might look like scrappy cousins of wolves. These animals are lean, mean hunting machines. When they're together, they're even more terrifying than you'd think. So, what makes them distant cousins of wolves? Well, like wolves, they're pack hunters who rely on strategy to take down prey. African wild dogs aren't technically wolves or even true dogs. They belong to a completely different species. While wolves howl to communicate, wild dogs use chirps and squeaks. Weird, right? But it works, and that's all that matters when you're hunting in the savannas. If wolves are tactical, wild dogs are ruthless. Their hunts are organized. The pack spreads out. Some dogs act as runners to chase the prey. Others block escape routes.
Alpha is so hungry that she even takes a little from her daughter's mouth. Beta's not worried about feeding herself. She's too busy monitoring the situation.
They don't stop until the target is exhausted. Once the prey collapses, it's over in seconds. Their success rate is nearly 80%. Compare that to lions, who barely manage 25%. They don't just hunt the weak or sick. Wild dogs go after big, healthy animals like zebras and wildebeests. These animals are much larger than them. Even lions and hyenas think twice before messing with them. What sets wild dogs apart is their loyalty to the pack. If one is injured, the whole group slows down to help. They'll even regurgitate food for sick or old members. And here's a fun fact. Unlike wolves and regular dogs, African wild dogs have 4 toes on each foot. That small difference makes them faster and more efficient. They can sprint at speeds of up to 44 miles per hour. Number 3. Lion. Lions are known as the kings of the animal kingdom, and for good reason. It's not just about their iconic roars. Lions command respect because they've mastered the art of intimidation and dominance like no other predator. Lions don't waste energy chasing down every zebra or other prey. They're opportunists, so they wait for the perfect moment to strike.
It might not be too late. If the other buffaloes come and chase the lions off, he would still survive.
And when they do, it's like a wrecking ball hitting full speed. A single swipe of a lion's paw is strong enough to break bones or crush skulls. But, you know, lions are scavengers just as much as hunters. They'll steal kills from hyenas or wild dogs without breaking a sweat. Why hunt when you can intimidate? That's true royalty, taking what you want when you want it. It's not just power, It's the audacity that makes lions the king. Number 4, orcas. Orcas are the ocean's apex predators, and they didn't earn that title just for show. These killers are also called killer whales, and they aren't even whales. They're oversized dolphins with a thirst for drama, and when they hunt as a group, it's nothing short of terrifying. Orcas are the definition of teamwork in the wild. They hunt in pods, coordinating attacks like a Navy SEAL team. Each member has a role. Some create distractions, others trap their prey, and the rest deliver the fatal blow. Their strategies are so advanced that scientists compare them to human warfare. And here's the brutal truth. No animal in the ocean is safe. Orcas hunt seals, sharks, and even blue whales. Yes, the biggest animal on Earth isn't safe from these guys. Orcas have been known to toy with their prey, and this video proves it. Now, let's talk about that baby whale video. A small pod of orcas set their sights on a humpback calf traveling with its mother and a massive 40-ton male protector. You'd think the odds were stacked against the orcas, but that's exactly what makes them so dangerous. They don't give up. First, they test the waters, biding their time, watching, waiting. The male humpback tries to stand guard, diving deep to protect the calf, but the orcas know his moves. They pretend to retreat, luring the male into a false sense of security. And the moment he dives too deep, that's when the real game begins. The orcas strike, separating the baby from its guardian. And here's where it gets chilling. They mimic the mother's behavior, placing the calf on their backs and carrying it along with them. When it comes to killer whales, the name says it all. Number 5, dolphin. Dolphins are the ocean's most lovable killers, but don't let their cute looks fool you. These animals are predators, and when they work in pods, they're as terrifying as any predator. A pod of dolphins is like a gang rolling through the ocean, with one goal: to hunt, dominate, and repeat. What makes them so deadly is their teamwork. Dolphins herd schools of fish into tight bait balls, leaving no room for escape. Then, they take turns snatching their prey. They don't stop there. Dolphins are smart enough to use tools, like sponges, to protect their noses while on rough seabeds. You won't believe it, but dolphins can be very brutal. They've been seen ramming sharks to death. Yet, they don't hunt humans probably because we're too big and not worth the effort. Efficient, intelligent, and occasionally vicious, dolphins are far from innocent. Number 6, cheetahs. The sprinting champions of the animal world, but don't let their speed overshadow their smarts, especially when they team up. Unlike lions or wolves, cheetahs don't roam in massive groups. Instead, males stick together in small groups, usually made up of brothers. And when these brothers hunt together, it's the unbeatable hunting squad. One cheetah focuses on stalking the prey, sneaking as close as possible, while the others hang back, ready to pounce. When the lead cheetah starts the chase, it's game over.
Able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. 2 more with fresh legs.
These cats can run up to 70 miles per hour and use their tails to steer mid-run, making sharp turns look effortless. Cheetahs don't wrestle their prey like lions. They trip their target, sending it tumbling at high speed before grabbing its throat to finish the job. And the sad truth? Cheetahs often lose their meal to bigger animals like hyenas or lions, even after all that effort. They may be the fastest, but they're not the strongest, so their teamwork is crucial. Number 7, tigers. We have always seen tigers as solitary hunters, right? But what if I told you there are rare moments when tigers join forces? When a massive prey is too dangerous for just one tiger. That's when a mother and her older cubs turn into a hunting squad. One tiger distracts the prey, another blocks its escape, and the last moves in for the kill. Seeing tigers work together is rare, but when it happens, it just shows us how adaptable these predators can be. Number 8, rhinoceros. You might think of rhinos as peaceful grazers, minding their own business on the grassland. But when you see a group of them, things get intense. In large numbers, rhinos create a powerful presence that even the toughest predators back off. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A crash of rhinos doesn't hunt, but they dominate their territory. Imagine several multi-ton beasts gathered together, stomping through the land. When a crash forms, it's usually because there's a threat, whether it's predators or human. And yes, they can charge. Rhinos might seem slow, but they can hit speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. What's fascinating about their group dynamics is that the dominant males keep order, but the real leaders are often the older females who protect the younger rhinos. Number 9, elephants. One of the most intelligent and powerful animals on the planet. But what if I told you these gentle giants can become one of nature's most fearsome forces when they come together? A herd of elephants isn't just a group, it's a fortress. Led by a matriarch, the oldest and wisest female, the herd operates like a tightly knit family. She decides where to go, where to find water, and most importantly, how to protect the group. And trust me, when elephants feel threatened, things can get intense. When danger approaches, the adults form a defensive circle around their calves. It's not just a cute display of family bonding, it's a warning to anyone foolish enough to get close. A charging elephant can reach speeds of 20 miles per hour, and with their size and weight, it's a force that nothing in the wild can stop. Number 10, meerkats. Tiny, adorable, always looking like they're posing for a portrait. But don't be fooled though. Meerkats are tough. A meerkat mob is all about working as a team. Some dig for food for bugs, scorpions, and lizards, while others stand guard, watching for predators. The lookout sounds the alarm when they spot danger, and the gang vanishes into burrows in seconds. But they're not just cute. Meerkats can fight. They've taken on snakes and birds of prey by swarming, clawing, and biting. A tiny army with no fear. They even have babysitters. While most forage, one or two stay back to protect the pups. Number 11, chimpanzees. Chimps are smart and live in groups called troops. They stick together and help each other. The group leader, called the alpha, isn't just strong. He knows how to keep the group united. Chimps work together and form strong bonds. They are also clever with tools. Chimps use sticks to get termites, rocks to break nuts, and leaves to drink water. They find smart ways to get food, but chimps can be fierce. They protect their group and fight off threats.
They must make themselves conspicuous, ready to funnel the colobus between them.
When danger comes, they stick together to stay safe. Chimpanzees look cute and human-like, so some people try to keep them as pets. But chimps are wild animals. They can be very strong and aggressive, especially when scared or upset. There was one tragic incident with a pet chimpanzee named Travis. Travis lived in Connecticut and was raised like a human. He even wore clothes and used a computer. But one day, Travis attacked a friend of his owner. The chimp became aggressive and bit the woman's face and hands. She survived, but the attack left her severely injured. It showed why keeping chimps as pets is dangerous. Number 12, baboon. These clever troublemakers live in groups called troops, and when they're together, nothing is safe. Baboons don't follow just one leader. They have a strict rank system. The biggest males take charge, but the females hold the group together and protect the young. When danger shows up, baboons don't run. Big males charge predators like leopards, screaming and showing their sharp teeth, and it works. They're also expert thieves. While one baboon distracts, the others raid crops or steal food, working as a team. But they're not all bad. Baboons care for the injured, mourn their dead, and even adopt orphaned babies. Number 13, buffaloes. These animals are tough, but they're also smarter than most people think. A herd of buffaloes isn't just a random group. It's a well-organized team. They move together, keeping close to stay safe from predators. One surprising thing about buffaloes is how they handle threats. When danger is near, they don't always run. Sometimes they charge right at predators like lions or hyenas. A herd in full charge can scatter even the fiercest hunters. Buffaloes also have an amazing sense of memory. They remember safe routes to water and grazing areas. They even know where danger might be waiting. Buffaloes are some of the most powerful animals in the wild due to their teamwork, strength, and ability to defend each other. Number 14, zebras. Zebras are tough survivors in the wild. They don't just rely on their stripes for protection. They use their speed and teamwork. Zebras can run up to 40 miles per hour.
One zebra suddenly charges and chases away one of the cubs,
making it hard for predators like lions to catch them. One unique thing about zebras is their powerful kicks. They can deliver a kick strong enough to injure or kill a predator. When attacked, zebras sometimes form a circle, with the strongest facing outwards to defend the group. Zebras also rely on their strong sense of smell and hearing. They can detect predators long before they get close. Number 15, geese. You've probably seen geese flying in that famous V formation. But what if I told you there's more to these birds than just fancy flying? Let's start with the V. Geese fly in this pattern to save energy. Each bird leads the group, cutting through the wind so the others can glide more easily. And when one goose gets tired, it falls back, and another steps up. But geese aren't just great flyers, but also great defenders. If their flock or nesting area is threatened, they'll charge at predators with loud honks and powerful wing slaps. Even humans have learned not to mess with an angry goose. You know geese are incredibly loyal. If one goose gets injured, a buddy will stay behind to protect it until it can rejoin the group. Geese act like a family when they're on land, grazing and keeping watch for danger. Number 16, wildebeest. Wildebeest are the marathon runners of the savannah. But don't let their stamina fool you, because these animals are more than just fast. When wildebeest gather in massive herds, they become a moving fortress that no predator can easily break. Now, let me tell you their secret weapon. That's their number. A herd of thousands is like a wave. Predators may try to pick off the weak, but wildebeest know how to fight back. If one is attacked, the herd often charges. Wildebeest follow ancient migration paths. They travel hundreds of miles each year to find fresh grass. The journey is dangerous. Crocodiles wade in rivers. Predators lurk everywhere, but they stick together. Number 17, hyenas. I don't think I have ever seen hyenas without a group, because that's what they are all about. Teamwork. They live in groups called clans, led by a strong female. Clans can have up to 80 members. Each one has a role, and together they dominate their territory. When they hunt, they can take down big animals like wildebeest or buffalo. Their strategy is simple: surround, attack, and don't stop until the job is done.
Kike and Binti have been separated and surrounded.
But it's not just about hunting. Clans also fight to protect their land. They'll face off against lions, leopards, and even other hyenas. When they work together, they're almost unstoppable. Hyenas also take care of their young. The whole clan watches out for the cubs, teaching them how to hunt and defend themselves. Hyenas might look scrappy, but they're powerful, smart, and fearless in a group. Number 18, brown bears. Brown bears are strong, but in groups they show a different side. They don't live in packs, but gather in certain places. One famous spot is around rivers during salmon run. When food is plenty, bears share the space. You'll see them fishing side by side. Mothers with cubs are fiercely protective. If a male bear comes too close, the mother will fight to keep her cubs safe. Cubs stay with their mother for up to 3 years, learning survival skills. Bears also communicate with body language. They stand tall to show dominance or bluff during fights. When they growl or huff, it's a warning to back off. Brown bears may seem solitary, but in certain moments, they come together. Number 19, feral pig. Feral pigs are wild, destructive, and dangerous. These animals form groups called sounders. They dig up fields, eat crops, and destroy anything in their way. Feral pigs are smart. They learn to avoid traps and can outwit hunters. They are also aggressive. If threatened, they will charge at predators or even people. In some areas, sounders cause huge problems. They've been known to destroy farms and hurt local wildlife. They're strong, fearless, and hard to stop. Feral pigs are trouble wherever they go. Number 20, hippopotamus. When hippos are in a group, they're called a pod. A pod can have up to 30 hippos, and they stay close to protect each other. The group is led by a dominant male who controls the best spots in the water. Hippos spend most of their day in the water, huddled together to stay cool. They don't just float but communicate underwater, using snorts that humans can't always hear. One fascinating thing about pods is how they work together for safety. If a predator like a crocodile gets too close, the stronger hippos will chase it off. Even the dominant male will fight to protect the group. At night, they leave the water to eat, but they stay close. Being together helps them avoid predators. In a group, hippos are not just powerful, but nearly unstoppable. Number 21, bison. Bison in a group is like a moving wall of power. A bison herd can have hundreds of members, all sticking together for safety. They move as one and create dust clouds that can be seen from miles away. The older females usually lead the group. They guide the herd to water, food, or safe resting spots. The calves stay in the middle of the herd and are protected by the adults. When the herd moves, they are almost unstoppable. Predators like wolves think twice before attacking, because a charging bison herd can crush anything in its way. At rest, the bison graze and keep watch. They take turns looking out for danger.
It takes a heavy toll on the big bulls. So, arriving now could give this young contender an edge.
They are the strongest when they are together and rarely face threats. A bison herd is all about unity and survival. Number 22, turkey vultures. Have you ever seen a bird that loves eating dead animals? That's the turkey vulture. These birds are nature's garbage collectors. They can smell rotting meat from miles away. Unlike most birds, who use their eyes to find food, turkey vultures use their noses. When they spot a meal, they don't come alone. A group of vultures is called a wake, and they show up to eat together. They rip apart the dead animal with their sharp beaks.
Now, one of the cool things about turkey vultures is when they're up there in the sky, they're looking for things to eat. Now, they like to eat things like other birds of prey. They like to eat mice and rats and rabbits.
It's gross, but it helps keep the environment clean. The weird part is if they feel scared, they puke. Yes, they throw up on their enemies. It smells horrible, but it's a great defense. Turkey vultures might not look pretty, but they're some of the most important cleaners in the animal world. Number 23, Buzzard. Buzzards are smart and adaptable hunters. They're all about strategy and patience when it comes to catching a meal. They'll eat almost anything, from small mammals to carrion. Unlike other birds of prey, they often scavenge. If there's fresh roadkill, a buzzard will claim it without hesitation. But they can hunt too. When targeting a rabbit or squirrel, they use surprise. They sit perched, watching quietly, and when the moment is right, they strike fast. Buzzards also rely on thermals. These warm air currents lift them high, letting them glide without effort while scanning for food below. What makes buzzards stand out is their versatility. They're not fussy and will adjust to whatever food is available. Whether hunting solo or sharing a feast with others, these birds prove they're survivors. Number 24, Harris's hawk. Imagine a bird that hunts like a wolf pack. That's exactly what these hawks do. They're the only raptors that hunt in groups. And trust me, it's not just for fun. Their teamwork is next level. A group of Harris hawks called a cast works together to corner their prey. One hawk chases, another blocks escape route, and the rest waits for the perfect moment to strike. These hawks target jackrabbits, snakes, and even lizards.
She and her siblings are trapped in the thorny fortress of a giant saguaro, waiting impatiently for breakfast.
No matter how fast or slippery the prey is, the hawk's strategy almost always works. They're not just hunters, they're tacticians. But it's not just about hunting. Their bond as a group is strong, they share food, protect each other, and even help raise the young. What's even more impressive? Their coordination. A single cast can have up to 6 hawks, each knowing its role. So next time you see a Harris hawk, remember this isn't just a bird. It's part of one of nature's most efficient hunters. And that's it for today. If you loved learning about animal packs, or even if you didn't, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, it's free. Also, smash the like button, leave a comment, and tell us which animal squad surprised you the most. Oh, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.